Hello, Las Vegas. This is Rolando Larraz with Face the Tribune. If you have nothing to hide, if you are a clean, open up politician, public official, elected official, you have nothing to worry about facing the Tribune. Otherwise, the Tribune is going to face you. Chris is off today. I guess he is in Pennsylvania with Donald Trump celebrating. But John Estrada is here like a good soldier holding the fort. Hi, John. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Rolando. It's really a privilege and an honor to be here today and to be able to be talking for the benefit of us good citizens and good Americans because we have to make America great again. And the best way for us to do that is for us to be able to get that message out to the public at large.
That's good. And I tell you, Pennsylvania was rocking today. It was, this guy, every time he opened his mouth anywhere, he filled the room.
It's pretty amazing.
The other day, I think they were in the same city, and Hillary have 200 people, and he got about 5,000.
But I think she had to pay for them to be there.
Yeah, of course. She's a Democrat. She's a Democrat. She thinks everybody's a prostitute. They have to pay for everybody. Nobody go there voluntarily. I think it is ridiculous the way these Democrats operate.
Well, the good news today, all the polling, which I don't believe the polling, but if you believe the polling today, Donald Trump is leading the race. Even the ABC Washington Post poll came out today saying that Donald Trump is leading the national polls, which is pretty incredible since ABC just a week ago had him losing by about 17 points or something.
Yeah, and today he even mentioned Ben Carson and the...
Oh, he's going to be in the cabinet?
No, he didn't say that, but he said...
He's going to be working with him.
He's going to be in the administration. He really praised Ben Carson.
Oh,
Ben Carson is a hell of a man. He is a fantastic doctor. And,
well, he's got a great story. Credibility. He's got a lot of good credibility. Yeah. Good man.
I don't think anybody knows anything bad about that guy,
Well, he had from what I understand, he had a pretty rough childhood. And he was able to get through all that mess he had in his life, and he ended up to be a pretty decent human being.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
And I think we talked about that yesterday, but I'm going to talk about this again because it's very important for the people of this great nation to realize that the Democrats like to play games with them. This early voting thing, it came from professional politicians. I'm not going to blame just the Democrat. The Republicans are as bad as they, But look at this. Hillary Clinton is in the edge and the border of being impeached. What's going to happen to all these votes that the people voted early? John, you've been in politics before. You've been a candidate before.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, Rolando, until you started mentioning it to me, I didn't really give it a second thought. I really didn't pay attention to it. I should have, but I just didn't. And the more I study it, and the more I analyze it, and the more we have our conversations, I really realize that maybe you're absolutely right, Rolando. Maybe we need to just have one day of voting. Because number one, let's face it, what happens if a few days before the election, something earth-shaking comes out that we didn't know about the candidates? That's why they have a certain time.
We all know how dirty politics are.
Yes.
They always hold something dirty to the last minute.
And so if the people already voted, it could really it could really change the outcome of most people's feelings.
And I tell you the truth, maybe we don't need to talk about bad things, okay? We don't have to talk about bad behavior. Bad things can happen. But what happened if that candidate died the day before the election?
It's too late to take their name off the ballot.
Of course it's too late.
So, of course, they would be elected, and that person, I guess the next person in line would be the vice president. So I would assume the vice president would then become president. And then the president
That would be an easy job. You didn't spend any money and you become...
In fact, they didn't even know that they were going to be on the ticket till like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing that, that process could happen. But then they would also then pick their vice president. So it would be a pretty amazing process. Let's hopefully that doesn't happen, that whoever gets elected president, they are president until either they're impeached or they feel their term.
And I tell you, to be honest with you, coming home to Las Vegas, to Nevada, I don't know if it's an ego trip or it's a sense of showing that I have no bad intention whatsoever. But I was surprised seeing how many people in Google are telling the people in Las Vegas not to vote for Victoria Seaman. Victoria Seaman don't deserve to be in that position. 5 months after she was elected to the assembly, 5 months, 150 days, she decided to run for Senate. Because she's too good.
Well, she hasn't even earned her position in the position she's at. She should just fill her term.
That's right.
And then if she gets closer to the end of the term, she has every right to run for another office. But let her do the job that she was elected to.
Exactly. That's my point. And everybody has the right to elevate themselves to the next position. And everybody has the right. But sorry to interrupt you. Everybody has the right to better themselves in life.
So what happened is there was a vacancy and she decided she was going to go after that vacancy. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Martinelli or whatever his name is. Yeah, he's in the hotel industry, in the casino business. I don't know why he took the job in the first place. He don't need that job. He don't need the headache. And I don't think he's interested in serving the people. To be honest with you.
Well, let's talk about serving the people. I just read today, hours ago, Paul Ryan said he definitely voted for Donald Trump for president. I think that was a good step. It would have been great for him to make that kind of announcement earlier, but I guess better late than never.
Yeah, but I don't believe anything Paul Ryan said. Look how many times he has changed his mind. He's a wishy-washy person. And I tell you, when I saw him being the vice president nominee for Romney, right?
Yes, Romney.
For Romney.
Yeah.
I kind of like him because I tell you, I have never met anybody from Wisconsin. He is from Wisconsin, right?
I believe he is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never met anybody from Wisconsin that is a flake.
Isn't that where the Green Bay Packers are from?
Yeah. Yeah, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and you got Wausau, Appleton. I've been in all those places over there. From Milwaukee all the way to Rockford, Illinois. It's a whole highway. I've been there. But I never met anybody from Wisconsin that is a flake until I hear of Paul Ryan.
Wow. See, unfortunately, a lot of politicians become flakes when they get into office. They become wishy-washy. When they're running for office, they believe this, and this, and this, and when they get into office, they forget all that.
And I think this is the problem I have. People have the tendency to believe that when I say something, I do it because I got a benefit in there, or I'm gonna gain something. And like I keep telling people nowadays, money is not my best interest. My best interest right now is the safety and the future of this country. That's all it is. I can give a look at I just endorsed two people. Then, first of all, they are Democrats, and second one, they are managed by a corrupted David Thomas, which is a corrupted campaign manager. Then all he wanted to do is have a control of all these politicians for his own benefit.
Well, I'm the other way. I will not support, endorse, or help any Democrats because they're the party of slavery, and they will only elect their leaders into office, which will cause a lot of pain on America. Yeah. So, I'm totally...
I know, but I endorse Susan Bacon. You met her the other day at the City Hall. Mm-hmm. And the tall blonde.
Well, she's a judge, right?
She's a judge, and
judges are supposed to be nonpartisan.
And then I know, but I think she is a Democrat. She's a registered Democrat. It doesn't go in the ballot, yeah. But and Josh Karen Bennett, she's the daughter of Reverend Bennett, and I think she's doing a good job. She's an independent person. She don't let anybody control. As a matter of fact, the police department, because the police have the tendency, when you don't do what they want, they attack you.
Yeah.
They did that.
That's sort of like
they did that to Karen Bennett.
So that's sort of like what the Democrats do when against the director of the FBI. All the Democrats are attacking him now.
Yeah, because he's down. Because he is in trouble. And
they said, Reid said he broke the law.
Democrats are only good to you when you are up there and when you can do something for them, and they want to be seen with you and they want to take pictures with you. That's all. But being fair, like I try to be all the time,
sure.
Republicans are the same way. And especially in Las Vegas, you are the top of the ticket. You are everywhere. Everybody wants to take pictures with you. You make a mistake, and everybody disappears. They run away like they saw a rat.
Sort of like cockroaches running all over the place.
And I'm a different type of person. I always been there for the people that are my friend and are in trouble. Yeah. I don't hide from anybody. I had a friend, then it was very popular. He went to do 6 years in Taft Federal Penitentiary.
Oh, they send the prisoners that come back here to California to serve their term, huh?
Yeah, because the only federal penitentiary here is in Nellis Air Force. But he went there to Taft, and every month I took that road. I drove all the way to Taft and visit with my friend for an hour, 2 hours, whatever time they allow me to, because I didn't want him to lose, to miss his dinner time or his lunch time, I did it because I believe that when you are in the hospital, when you are in jail, or when you have a death in your family. And this is the way the casinos used to be here. I told you this story the other day. You work in a hotel and you have a death in your family. They send you flowers. They give you money. They even,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
The management used to go there and be with you in a moment of pain.
Yeah.
The corporation don't do that.
Well, that's a sort of a philosophy of not caring. And, caring is very important, especially during that time. It's very difficult when you lose a loved one.
Yeah, it is. Believe me, it is. But, I believe that in the old days was much better than it is now. But who knows?
Well, I think the big thing right now is we're 1 week away from the election, November 8th, and this is a great opportunity for you to take your family members, your friends, your neighbors to vote with you and cast your vote for Donald Trump. I'm also advocating Dr. Joe Heck. I believe that it's time to stop Harry Reid's machine. I'm sure.
When is this guy is gonna go away? When is he gonna go away? 36 years and this.
And he's not tired. He wants more. He wants more.
He wants to put his nose everywhere. Just retire, Harry Reid. Go away. You know. But I don't understand why these people insist and stay in it.
Well, it's a lot of money, a lot of power that they get. They get a lot of perks.
But he's an old man. Just retire, go and take and watch TV for a while, watch opera, opera. You know.
Or The View.
Or The View. They agree with you all the time. So, I mean, it's ridiculous how this guy insists and insists and insists. You know, he take, and then he get mad when people don't listen to him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's mad at the director of the FBI. Really mad.
But he wasn't mad last month.
Oh, 3 months ago when he didn't want to go after Hillary Clinton?
That was 3 months ago. I thought it was last month.
It was in July. Time is going by quick.
Yeah. You know, I mean, what the heck, man?
Well, the good news is the polling shows very good, very positive. We're definitely moving in the right direction. It's not over until it's over. So if you haven't voted, go vote. Go vote today. Get it out of the way because you never know what might happen on the last day. There might be missing ballots, or not missing ballots, but missing information or whatever. There might be some power outages. They might close some polls down or whatever. You don't know what kind of stuff that you got planned on election day. So do yourself a favor. While the law is here, vote, get it out of the way. But later on, we will be pushing for a one-day voting process. It really does make sense.
You know, if you cannot sacrifice yourself one day every 4 years, one day, and you want to call yourself an American? I mean, what is it? One day that you have to get up early one day, 1 hour early, or go to bed 1 hour late, you know, is that much of a sacrifice? I don't think so. And, you know, I've been in places all over that election, it is a dream. People don't know what election is. Yeah. Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. Trujillo was there for 30 years.
Wow.
No election. Fidel and Raúl have been changing the position between the two of them for 55 years.
All right, so what happens after Raúl and Fidel are no longer around? Who takes over?
Fidel Jr., I think they kind of, they training him now.
And so Fidel Jr. is the next guy in line then?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
And the United States isn't trying to put any kind of pressure on them to change their way of
Why? Why? What is in Cuba that they need in here? What is in Cuba? Let me tell you, if Cuba had tobacco, sugar, oil, any of that stuff, believe me, Fidel Castro will not be there long time ago. But there's nothing in there that the American people don't need anything from Cuba. And the casinos, they open Las Vegas. If it wasn't for Fidel Castro, Las Vegas would be a ghost town.
Is that right? Oh. So thanks to Fidel Castro, we have Las Vegas, huh?
That's right. You see all these fancy hotels, luxury hotels, we had that in Cuba 55 years ago.
Wow.
Okay.
And now they're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
So, and the so-called organized crime don't want to waste the time and.
Is it sort of like I've never been to Cuba? Is there nice beaches there? Is it a nice sort of tourist spot? Could be a nice tourist spot.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a nice.
So it could be again if the right climate, right environment, right political process.
That's what everybody said. I think it will be a long time after Castro leave. Then Cuba will be.
And no chance.
I would never see it in the rest of my life.
And no more chance of a revolution or anything. The system is really.
No, you don't understand the Cuban idiosyncrasy. They have to have a revolution. Cubans have to be against something every day, no matter what. If you tell them it's daytime, they tell you it's nighttime. If you tell them it's blue, they tell you it's red. Cuban people are that way.
Yeah.
We didn't need a revolution in Cuba. We don't need it. Everybody, even the poor people.
It's all in the mindset.
Even the poor people, they have a TV set, and we was the first country before United States with television.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Our money was worth 2 pennies more than the dollar.
Wow. So the economy there was great then.
More than great.
Wow. Pretty amazing. And Fidel Castro.
We didn't need that.
And Fidel Castro destroyed it.
Let's don't blame Fidel Castro alone.
The
Cuban people. Oh, the United States.
Okay, let me ask you this. I know that a lot of people don't know the history of what happened.
Let me give you an idea. Cuba, on the Batista's regime, had a very, very good relationship with the United States and with the free countries of the world. Mm-hmm. Okay? They have economical, social, educational, cultural, everything. Batista, or no Batista, the Cuban government under Batista's regime used to come here to an allied country. Batista was named, son in Daytona Beach. He was honored with being an adopted son or something like that before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Batista used to come here to this allied country 90 miles away from the coast of Cuba to buy arms, to fight Fidel Castro. They sell him the arms, mm-hmm. They sell him the ammunition, they sell him anything, and then they confiscate those guns and those rifles and those ammunition and gave it to Fidel Castro through Guantanamo base.
Who did
the
that?
United States government. Okay? My uncle have pictures of the airplane from the United States Air Force of the United States dropping the arms.
So are you trying to tell me the United States actually helped Fidel Castro overthrow Batista's government?
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody else is still alive, but every time I mention this to some people that has been involved with government, they shake their heads and it is true.
Sure.
It's true.
So
look at what happened in Venezuela. Marcos Perez Jimenez, okay, graduated from West Point, friend of the United States, ally of the United States. They helped Romulo Betancourt, a cardholder communist, to become the president. Perez Jimenez came to the United States. He lived in Miami Beach on Pine Tree Drive. He is part owner of the Fontainebleau Hotel. He was, I think he's dead now. They put him in jail because Betancourt asked to put him in jail. And what happened to the friendship? What happened to the ally? What happened to the loyalty to good people, to good government?
So was this under the Kennedy administration, or was this before Kennedy?
No, before, I think, no, before, 56, 55.
Okay, so.
Venezuela, I'm talking.
Oh, no, I'm talking, no, when I'm going back to Cuba.
Oh, no, Eisenhower.
Okay, Eisenhower is the one that started manipulating the process with Cuba.
Yeah.
And then
he was a Democrat, right?
No, Eisenhower was a Republican. And then Kennedy became the president right after Eisenhower. And so he had the big controversy with the Bay of Pigs. What happened with the Bay of Pigs?
Well, there's a few stories. I was told by insiders of the Brigade 2506 that the main reason is the American government wants, when the brigade arrived in Cuba, they was supposed to put the American flag in Cuba. And the Cuban fighters want to put the Cuban flag. This is a Cuban revolution. This is not an American revolution. If you're hiding, you help, because you don't want the people to know that you're helping us to train, because they don't even have the training over here. They had it in Guatemala and they had it in another country. I forgot what it was. Okay? So they was hiding. It's like me telling you now, don't tell people that I like Trump. Don't tell people I support Trump.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But I'm supporting Trump.
Yeah.
And that's what they wanted to put in America.
And so that was a controversy right there.
That's what I was told, but I have no proof of that.
So
I wasn't there, because I tell you why. I didn't put Fidel Castro in there. I didn't think I need to fight Fidel Castro. I don't believe that I needed to do that. Cuba don't need. And I'll tell you one thing, ironically and wrongfully, I was not supporting Batista.
Okay, but
even though my family all lived very well on the Batista, okay.
And he used to be a family friend, right?
Yeah, he used to come to my house every Sunday, have brunch with my grandparents, and but I was stupid. I was young. I was trying to be, and I have a lot of friends in the university that was against the fact that he was a dictator. That's all it was.
So Batista was a dictator too.
He took a dictator. How do you explain a dictator?
I would just say very simply that he controls all of the government.
He took the government by force.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the only person that has taken the government twice, in 1933 and in 1952, without a drop of blood.
So it was sort of like a peaceful.
It
was a peaceful revolution.
And in 1933, he took the government and then he gave it to Dr. Ramon Grau San Martin.
That sort of sounds like a political move more than a dictatorship.
I think so, but when you're 18, 17, whatever the age you are, in that age rank, you think you know everything.
And then you finally left Cuba because Fidel was in power, or he was taking power?
Yeah, I used to come here before that. I was lucky. I have what they call multiple visa. I can come in and out. I can come in.
Okay, pizza's here.
I can come in the morning, buy me a pair of pants, and what's the name of that pizza place so we can tell?
And then I'll be right here.
What's the name of that pizza place so we can tell?
Oh yeah, it's I think Boston.
Boston Pizza on Las Vegas Boulevard, Hockey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So we'll be having pizza right now, and we're celebrating.
Pizza for breakfast. How about that?
Well, no, it's actually
that's
lunchtime. Anyway, we're having a special event today because one of our main key players here in our team is having a birthday party.
Yeah. What about? I didn't see any money transaction. How do you get the free pizza?
No. He forgot the soda, so he went back to go get it. He's going to come back, and I'll pay him when he gets. No, there's always timing.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyway, that's how I used to come here to Miami. Anyway, in the morning, buy me a pair of pants or a pair of shoes, have lunch, and go back in the 4 o'clock plane. I have no intention of staying over here. Most people from Cuba in the 50s or the 60s, I should say, because it was 59, most people from Cuba have no intention to stay here. We live very, very good over there.
So you really thought one day you'd be going back to Cuba?
Yeah.
And you never thought it would happen the way it did?
I didn't think it was going to last 60 years. Yeah.
I'm not so sure anybody did, including Fidel.
No.
I'm sure Fidel never thought he would be in power for 60 years.
My mother's brother, have an offer to buy a business in Miami, and his friend, don't waste your money, man. We're gonna go back to Cuba in a few months.
Well, you know the amazing thing, Rolando. I think it really does make sense. The United States was really behind Fidel Castro, because if they weren't, he would not be in office.
Yeah.
Right now, today. Mm-hmm. And so he's.
I don't know if they are there now.
Well, no. You would think that they were in partnership with him underhand.
Yeah, but I tell you, and I repeat this, there's nothing in Cuba that they want or they need.
Yes.
Nothing. So why would they gonna put manpower and money and everything else?
Unless they felt that Batista was somehow had to be taken out, and they didn't. I don't know what that reason.
The problem with the American government, and try to understand that. I said the American government, not the American people. They want to put their nose where it don't belong.
Yeah.
Look how many places we are right now fighting a fight that don't belong to us.
Yeah.
You know, American people, American government is always been that way. Always. Yeah. Since I remember, I was in my teens, I think, in early 20s, there was a movie with Marlon Brando called The Ugly American.
Oh, wow. I remember.
Oh, my God.
I got to see that movie.
I think they took it off the market.
I got to find it. It's called The Ugly American with Marlon Brando?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to search for that one.
He was the American ambassador in one of those countries, and I tell you.
It was awesome, huh? It was a good movie.
Realistically, the truth.
Oh, my. Oh, my. There you go. Everybody go out and start searching it and find it. The Ugly American.
I think they took it away.
By Marlon Brando. I'm sure somebody has a copy. If you have a copy, we'd like to see it. Send it over.
Yeah, and I believe that we need to take the country back. And I got the feeling that Donald Trump will do that.
Well, I'm feeling much more positive today than I was a couple of months ago. I think it's definitely moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think he's looking more and more presidential every day, and I think he's in a stride. I think he's got the wind behind his back.
Whoever is advising him now is getting through to him.
Finally. Because let's face it, he's been the boss all his life, and so it's hard to be told what to do if you've been the boss all your life. So he has all these professional people saying, "Hey, look. You have to understand, if you want to win this election, you have to do certain things." And so I think that you're right. I think the message is finally getting through.
Yeah. He talked about issues today. And basically, he talked common sense. I was very, very impressed with him. Very impressed with him today. I don't know why, but I was very impressed with him.
Well, it's very good, and I'm very happy that we're definitely moving into a process where we can say that America will be great again. You know,
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful. 1 week from now, but it's not over yet, folks. We got 1 week. Go to the polls, vote, cast your ballot for Donald Trump and Dr. Joe Heck for U.S. Senate and all the Republican team. Just go right down the line. Everybody that says Republican by their name, check their box and vote for them, because we need to have a mandate to be able to get our issues through. We don't need big government. We don't need more taxes. We don't need more regulations. We need to be back to common sense. Common sense that helps America move in the direction we have to be. And, you know, Rolando's talking a lot of good sense. We don't have to be in everybody's business. We just have to be in our own business.
I think that's the problem. You know, we want to be everywhere.
Well, I think...
And I believe that the charities start at home.
Yes.
How can you help somebody else when people over here are hungry and they have there's children that go to school with no shoes? Because mention that pizza place. Who owns that place now? The Pizza Man.
How much is it?
It's $26.85. I just need the card and ID to pay by credit card.
Oh, no, I'm going to be cash.
But it was already
So anyway,
Cash.
we got
$26.85.
we got all these
That's probably
people
what do you got?
doing
10.
what
Okay, well,
they
give me,
have.
how much is it?
$26.85. Owe you 13.
Okay, well, just keep the tip.
Thank you so much.
I'll just keep the tip. Okay, God bless you, and I appreciate your service. No problem, okay? We're square.
And that's the way it is, man. You gave him a $13 tip?
No, $3. I
Oh,
kept $10.
oh,
No, I'm not that rich.
man, I was gonna say $13 for a
No,
$14 pizza?
No. That was like $26. I gave him $3. In fact, that's like about 10%, I think.
$26 for a pizza?
No, we have 2 big pizzas,
Uh-huh.
2 sodas, 2-liter sodas. It's
Uh-huh.
a good price.
It is?
I think so.
I don't know. I haven't bought pizza in a long time.
Yeah. Well, here we go. We're going to celebrate today.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a birthday.
That's what, yeah.
But anyway, Donald Trump for president, 2016 is coming to a conclusion. 1 week to go. There's a lot of good issues.
And you expect anything drastic to happen in this week?
I think that both campaigns are going to do now is rally their troops to go and vote. That's all they're going to be doing. I don't think anything new is going to come out, other than if WikiLeaks wants to put out that 33,000 emails that's been missing. That's the last shoe to fall.
I thought they found it.
No. Well, they found 650,000 emails, but the 33,000 emails that she deleted, they don't know yet. That's what they're looking at. But from what I heard is WikiLeaks might release those 33,000 missing emails that Hillary Clinton deleted.
Do you see any possibility for that woman to go to prison?
I think well, let's say this. If she wins the election, maybe not. If she wins, maybe not.
Oh, I'm sure if she wins the election, I guarantee you, everything will be on the rock.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I tell you, I feel sorry for that director of the FBI.
Oh, yeah.
Because either way,
he's toast. He's going to be replaced. Either way, he's gone. But anyway, going back to the other side is if Donald Trump gets in, I definitely think there'll be independent counsel formed. I think they'll prosecute it, and she might end up in prison.
I don't see that happening.
And you know, the other thing too is I think
I tell you
Bill
what.
Clinton might end up in prison too
Yeah.
because he
That's what I was
actually
going to tell you.
he actually used the charity to make money out of the charity. That is
what I was going to tell you. Not even, forget about the money part, the pervert part.
oh
You know, I mean, how much more do you need? I've seen people for less than that being in prison.
Yeah.
And the people then accuse him has retracted and said the district attorney forced me to do it. He didn't do that, and he's still there in prison.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the amazing thing. There's a lot of people sitting in prison today that did far less, and they're sitting in prison.
Or didn't do nothing.
Or did do nothing. But isn't that most prisoners said they didn't do it?
Yeah, but that's not the point. That's not the case in this case. Of course, everybody said they're innocent. They go to court and they plead innocent.
Yeah.
So, but you know, and that's the reason why the government force you to plead guilty, to accept your guilty plea, regardless of you are or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will not let you out of prison.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to admit. But why don't they admit when they wrong?
Because they know that they are at a different standard, and they're in a different category, and they're named Clinton. So they're above the law. Right now, they are above the law. And right now, law enforcement has not done their job.
Yeah.
And let's hope that they start doing their job. Because if they don't, America may turn into an anarchy place.
That's scary.
It's very scary.
You know. So let me ask you, do you see a light at the end of the tunnel in this year's election?
Well, if Donald Trump wins, I think there is a light. It's not going to be an easy process because, let's face it, the establishment and status quo will fight Donald Trump all the way, and it's going to be a battle. But there's been precedents set by Obama with executive orders and stuff. So I would say that the next president probably will have a lot of executive orders.
That's the phone and the pen.
Exactly. So
what
get ready.
does the phone have to do with it? I know the pen because he signed, but what about the phone? What is the deal with the phone?
To get the communication out, I guess.
Oh, text.
Yeah, maybe the text, something. So anyway, it's going to be, I think, Rolando, to answer your question, it's not an easy time for America and politics. 50% of the country believes one way. And, you know, I have family members that are totally convinced Hillary Clinton is going to save the world. And it's amazing. Well, you know what I tell them? I told them that a vote for I said a vote for Hillary Clinton is a vote for Satan. Oh my God, they get mad at me.
Really?
Oh yeah, but it's okay. It's hopefully we're still in a free country where I can say that and get away with it.
Yeah, and they can disagree with you.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, and, that's the beauty of living in a free country.
Exactly.
You know, and I believe Las Vegas Tribune has exercised that right very well. You know, I have people in this radio station, then all they do is praise Obama. And they do it not because they believe it's the right thing to do. They do it to aggravate me. And then they see me in the hallway and say, do you hear my radio show today? Do you hear my radio show today? And I always turn around and I would not give them the pleasure of seeing me upset.
Well, you know what it is? It's the arrogance of Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. They want to put it right to your face and say, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, you're going to eat it.
Yeah.
It's a really sad state. They have no respect for people's feelings. They're going to do it their way. Even if it's illegal, they're going to do it their way.
Yeah.
And up to this point in time, they've got away with it. Until now, CNN got very embarrassed. They had to let Donna Brazil go.
Today
or yesterday, it was one of those.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, she's gone.
Oh,
and they had to.
Man, and she got the audacity, the nerve to tell who? Megyn Kelly, I think it was?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I didn't do that.
Well, it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassment for CNN, and they lose credibility because it was a rigged system, folks. They were giving questions to Hillary Clinton during the debate. If that's not rigged, I don't know what is.
Well, that's not rigged. That's giving the election to somebody.
Yeah, wow. That's to me. That's not only illegal.
It's rigged in the eyes of the Republican, but it's loyalty in the eyes of the Democrat.
But if you know what logic is and ethics and all that good stuff, it was unethical for her to do that. It was a wrong behavior by a person that was supposed to be representing CNN to be turning over information to a candidate. The media is supposed to be what? They're supposed to report
fair
the news.
Balance,
not only fair and balanced, they're supposed to report the news, not make it.
Yeah.
And she was trying to make the news.
Yeah.
There you go. That's terrible. And that's why people are so mad and they don't trust the media anymore. They're gonna go out there and they want change. They want the media to be held accountable.
But it's the media's fault.
Yes, it is.
It's the media's fault the way they behave.
Yeah.
It's despicable. There's no conscience. The way the media, they lie, they twist the reporting. No. I think the media should be ashamed of themselves.
They are ashamed. It's a big embarrassment for them. And you know what? I really hope that there is an investigation and criminal charges put against some of these media outlets because they have FCC licensing that are granted to them by the government, and those FCC licenses should be revoked. They should be put out of business, just like Planned Parenthood should be put out of business. Some of these media outlets should be put out of business for what they did. So I guess we're getting to the end of your show, Rolando.
Yeah.
And the Face the Tribune is an honest discussion about issues. It's not about who's right, but it's about what is right. What is right for America.
Yeah.
And the big thing, what's right for America is for us to have an honest election. It is the right thing for us to have an honest due process, an honest system. And most importantly, my 10-year-old grandson asked me, Granddad, shouldn't America have justice for all? My 10-year-old grandson. And I felt bad. I couldn't even answer him properly. I couldn't even answer him properly by saying him that justice for all. It's a hard.
Oh my God.
Let me see if that's for us. Las Vegas Tribune. Yes, it is. You want me to sign for this?
What is it?
It's a package.
For who?
It says Maramis.
Yeah. Go ahead, sign for it. So, anyway, I believe that the American people,
Thank you, sir.
I got the feeling the American people are doing their best now to go back to the way it's supposed to be. I believe it is the opportunity of our life is to do the right thing now. Vote for Donald Trump and turn the page and go to be a free country again.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's the only thing we can do. I don't know if you see it any different, but it would be less injustice. It would be less corruption if we start doing the right thing from the beginning. I know that in the Hilton, we have a different open in our horizon, and that's what we need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty important that we all stand as Americans. And I really think the most important thing when the new president gets in, get off this trip about dividing America. We need a uniting president, someone that brings people together and understand we're not each other's enemy. We are Americans, and we need to develop that where we're able to focus and help America be America. And the best way for that to happen is for a president to start bringing people together.
So I guess with that note, we can start wrapping up and remind people that they need to sacrifice one day every 4 years and stop this Cacamanian custom of early voting. We never had early voting before. How long has been this early voting?
Not very long.
What, 5 years?
Maybe. I don't know the exact time, but it's been
the same thing that the caucus. The caucus. They do that to confuse people.
Yeah.
They don't know who is this guy. They don't know who is that guy. They don't know who. No.
Well, it's like these rules are changed very subtly and very quietly. And so they just like popped onto us like, for instance, you can register at the DMV now in California, different places, there's different procedures.
And you can be illegal and register.
Not only that, you can be illegal and vote because there's no IDs in California.
Are you serious?
It's terrible.
Wow.
That's why the Republicans are getting beat up badly over there. It's because there isn't any IDs in California. You could actually sign your name and say, "This is who I am."
So I can go over there and get a different name and.
Well, if you know somebody that hasn't voted, you can actually go over there. Now they do match up the signatures somehow. I don't know if they really pay attention to that, but supposedly dead people vote all the time in California.
That's interesting, But I thought that was only Harry Reid's people that can vote after they die.
Well, from now on, maybe Harry Reid got connected.
Oh, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
that's what it
exactly.
is. Yeah, and who's the governor in California now?
That's Moonbeam.
It's Nancy Pelosi.
Jerry Brown.
My God. I feel sorry for Californians. And, I love California. I love to go there. I love to be myself over there, be free.
Well, if you go over there, it's a lot more taxes, and in fact, businesses are running away from there. They go to places like Texas.
But no, because when I go to California now, I bring my own bread, my own bologna, my own cheese,
and you have a picnic,
and my 7-Up,
and you take your blanket with you too.
Yeah,
and you sit there by the ocean. How nice it is!
How beautiful it is! Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Don't forget. Go to vote next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Do you speak English? Next Tuesday. Have a nice day. Thank you, John Estrada, for being here. Thank you, our producer, for being here. And
starting at the top of the hour, 1 o'clock, Conservative Roundtable.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.